Hey guys, Diesel here. Welcome back to the Nerd Cave. Recently picked up a bunch of titles from the Kino Lorber while supplies last sale. I'm not sure if they're still doing it. Don't know when you're watching this video. But if you don't know what Kino Lorber is, they're a smaller boutique type of label distribution company specializing in older movies from like the 50s all the way up to the 90s. They remaster them. I don't want to really compare them to something like Criterion or or Arrow or Scream. Much lower price point. They don't have as many special features. But I always recommend checking their site out. They definitely have random movies on there that you don't often see, and some obscure ones. So I definitely recommend checking it out, see if they have any sales. Even when they don't have sales, their price points aren't too bad. So definitely recommend checking them out. But I figured this is a good opportunity to show you what I picked up during the sale and show you what I have in my collection. So I'll start off here with a 1978 film, Avalanche, with Rock Hudson and Mia Farrow. And this is one of the older Kino titles. You'll see the difference. The first few I'm going to show you are some older ones, and you'll see a difference between that and the newer titles that have come out, probably from like 2017 on. This is probably from around 2015. And this is one of those kind of disaster movies, similar in like Earthquake or Poseidon Adventure, Towering Inferno, kind of one of those survival movies. Here's a little bit about it. Like I said, these titles don't really have many special features. Some of them do, some of them don't. This has a trailer and some interviews. There's some disc artwork, but no reversible. Next one up is a movie I used to watch a lot as a kid. It was always on TV, and it's The First Power with LDP. And it's a 1990 film. There's a little bit about the movie. And it's like a crime, kind of horror, supernatural movie. Lou Diamond Phillips is a cop, and he's after, I guess the villain has some like telekinetic powers. I remember as a kid thinking it was kind of cool. See if it holds up. And here actually has some disc art as well as the original artwork. You don't really see that too often with these titles. Next one is a classic slasher, House on Sorority Row. It's from 1982. And this one actually has a decent amount of special features. It's a brand new scan of the movie, some on-camera interviews, alternate endings. Here's a little bit about the movie. And some disc art. So now we're going to get into some of the later Kino releases. This is a George C. Scott movie, Bank Shot from 1974. It has George C. Scott and Joanna Cassidy from Blade Runner, or what else is she in? Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And so going forward, you'll see these titles. They're all going to have the same kind of uniform spine on it, with the black background and the same font and the Kano Studio label up on top. Here's a little bit about the movie. No special features on this. And I haven't opened this up yet, but here we go. So yeah, here's another thing with these later releases. This is the disc you're going to get. No disc artwork. You're not going to see many of them that has reversible artwork. It's kind of cheap looking, but again, for the price point, I can't really complain. Here's another bank heist comedy movie and another LDP movie, Disorganized Crime. This is with Corbin Burnson and Fred Gwynne, as you may know, is Herman Munster. Here's a little bit about the movie, some special features. And again, no reversible artwork or disc art. Here's that spine. Yeah, let me know, guys, because I think that looks nice, when it's all kind of the same design. I think it looks good. I usually keep all the same kind of labels together, so I'll probably have that all together on the shelf with the same spine. I think that looks nice. Do the same thing with Arrow, Scream Factory. Let me know, guys, in the comments. How do you organize your movies? Do you do them by genre? Do you do it by studio? Just alphabetical? Next one up is a 1990 movie, The Last of the Finest. It's a Brian Dennehy movie. We've got Joey Pants in there, Bill Paxton. It's a crime drama. Unfortunately, Brian Dennehy had just passed away. But the movie looked good. And again, a lot of these are blind buys for me. I haven't seen most of these. What I'll do is I'll just check out the trailer online and see if it's something that I'm interested in, and I'll pick it up. Let me know if you guys do something similar. And again, no reversible artwork. Got the generic disc, but it does have a booklet, but not about the movie. This is pretty much just an advertisement for some of the movies that K&L sells. Some older ones, but then you also have some, ones from the 80s. Here's some FX2, Brian Dennehy. It's definitely a wide range of movies. Next one up is a Alien ripoff. At least it looks like it. Star Crystal. I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know anyone in this movie. It looks like a really bad sci-fi movie, which is why I got it. Here's a little bit about it, if you can read that. There is no special features. It's from 1986. But it actually has reversible artwork. So like I said, you never know, what you're going to get with these releases. And again, booklet just showing you some of the releases that K&L has. Next one up is a comedy. It's called The Couch Trip. 1988 film with Dan Aykroyd, Walter Matthau, Charles Grodin, and Donna Dixon, who I didn't realize until a couple years ago was actually Dan Aykroyd's wife. I think I saw an interview with him, and then they interviewed her. You probably remember her from Spies Like Us, who played the love interest, the other spy, and played the love interest of Chevy Chase. Some special features. Here's a little bit about the movie. Again, blind buy. I really don't know what it is. I'm expecting just kind of a typical, cheesy 80s comedy. I haven't opened this one up yet, but again, really nothing in there. Next one up is a horror movie, Rawhead Rex, written by Clive Barker. It's one of those kind of famous, kind of bad movies. It depends who you talk to. It's so bad it's good, or it's just so bad it's terrible. But it's a decent release. Good amount of special features on this one. It's a new 4K scan of the movie. Like I said, I've definitely heard a lot about it, so I'm definitely interested to watch it. Again, no disc art, but you do have the reversible. Keeping with the theme of bad horror movies, here is The Pit. It's a 1981 movie. It's your typical story of a kid who finds a pit in the forest that has monsters living in it, and he throws people in it to feed them. Oh yeah, and a possessed teddy bear, because why not? But I've heard a couple things about this movie. I heard it's one of those so bad it's good, hopefully. But here's some features. And again, really not much inside. Next one is a Sybil Danning classic, They're Playing with Fire. She's probably seducing somebody in this, probably him. It's a 1984 movie. It's got a twist kind of slasher element to it. There's a mass killer. Sybil Danning, I think, is a teacher who is seducing her student. The typical Sybil Danning movie. But it has that kind of horror element to it, which is totally the reason why I bought it. And again, really nothing in here. Next one up is I think a romantic comedy slash road trip movie. Sally Field and Tommy Lee Jones in Back Roads. It's from 1981. No special features on this one. Here's a little bit about the movie. In doing some research, like I said, I look up the movies, see if I want to pick them up. Apparently, Sally Field and Tommy Lee Jones didn't get along during the movie, so I wonder if that comes off at all in the film. Next one is a Robin Williams movie, Tin Robbins, Cadillac Man. I've seen bits and pieces of this over the years, never seen it all the way through. It's a 1990 movie. It's got Fran Drescher in it too. Just the trailer and some audio commentary. But I think when this came out, it was like, nothing inside either. When this came out, I think it was like $25-$30. But on the sale, it was I think under 10, so it was a no-brainer. So that's what I picked up for the sale. Pretty decent pickup, but again, ranging from $4.99 to I think the most I spent was maybe $12.99, $13. So really good sales. I always recommend checking Kino out if you can. Here's a couple that I already had in the collection. Starting off with one of my favorite movies of all time that I just dropped. John Ritter and James Belushi in Real Men. It's just like a wacky 80s comedy that's so cheesy, but I grew up watching it. Love John Ritter from Three's Company. Just love this movie. Bare bones release. I mean, no special features at all. Here's a little bit about the movie. It's like a sci-fi comedy screwball type movie. 1987. Definitely recommend this. Next one is Cherry 2000. It's a 1987 film. It's like action sci-fi set in the distant future of the year 2017. So it's okay. I remember watching this. It's a Melanie Griffith movie. I remember watching this kind of, way back in the day, like on HBO. I don't know if it really holds up or not. It's this guy who has, I guess in the future, this guy's wife is a robot and she malfunctions and he has to get a replacement, but he has to go out into like a restricted area, kind of like the Badlands, to pick her up. But then of course he, spoiler, falls in love with Melanie Griffith. So yep, nothing in there. And last one, guys, is the only one I have with a slipcover, and it's The Night Stalker. This is a 1972 horror TV movie from ABC. It's definitely reminiscent of other 70s crime dramas from that time period, kind of like Columbo, mixed in with little elements from like Salem's Lot. Darren McGavin is in it. We all know him from the dad of Christmas Story. And he's a newspaper reporter who's investigating mysterious murders. It turns out to be a vampire. No one believes him. Here's a little bit about it. Some special features. And it's just the same artwork underneath. And this one actually does come with a booklet. Just a few pages, but still nice, of the movie. And this was followed up, I think a year or two later, by another TV movie with Darren McGavin. I think it was called it was The Night Strangler. And then they followed that up with a TV series. I believe it was just one season, 1974 to 75. I think it was called The Night Stalker, but it had the character's name in it too. and he was he played an investigator, a reporter that was investigating mysterious crimes. They all had some sort of supernatural element to it. Not sure if that has been released or not, but I know the Night Strangler has a Kano slipcover release too. So, but yeah, guys, that's my Kano collection. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, you guys should definitely check out their website, check out their sales. Some definite like obscure movies on there, but like I said, I definitely recommend you checking it out. Thanks for coming back to the Nerd Cave. This is Dsol. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all the stuff I'm supposed to say. But again, thanks for stopping by. See you later.